Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky and we're back in our factory where we have just set up two major train stations, one coal unloading station or fuel unloading station. And I'd like to talk a little bit about this. So somebody said, and I couldn't believe this. Yes, they said if you just did two belts per car, you'd fill up the 16 to 16. Yes, and I probably should have done that. I didn't think about it at the time, but that's what Factorio is. Sometimes you think of it, sometimes you don't. But if I were to do it again, that's probably what I would do, is just simplify this and have two belts per car and have them all going into the balancer and then taking out the appropriate number of lanes required. So somebody also mentioned about the fueling. If I use coal fuel, that the trains will go slightly slower and they won't have the acceleration. Yes, that's true. But it only matters if you never have trains waiting. If you have trains going in here as fast as possible, then it might affect throughput. But personally, I always have an extra train because I always want that to happen. That's also the reason we have chests here. So they have a little bit of buffer so that it carries the belts over the time where the trains are going from one, trading from one train to another. So you can use whatever fuel you want. It really isn't that critical. Maybe in major train stations that are kind of badly designed where you need trains to get out of the way, maybe then it would affect throughput, but I would highly suggest that you change the design of your train station in that case. So anyway, there are many ways to solve all the problems. So today, what I want to start off with doing is I want to start off with the building train so that we can start building all of the rest of the green circuit sections and get things moving. We need some radars around here because we're in goddess mode and we cannot see all of our empire or all of our divine place of observance, something ish. Actually, let's shake things up a little bit here. Let's put this one here, and then we're going to put a power pole, connect this up this way. Sure, that's fine. We'll delete this radar, put one maybe above here. Oh, apparently I'm missing one in the middle. That's not ideal. I feel like putting some light show in the middle of that to amuse our train drivers. We shall see. That could be quite nice. All right, let's see. Where is this one needed? Looks like right in the middle. Yes, that's handy. We'll put it here instead. How about that? Okay, I think we can probably start powering this up. Almost. Let's build our train station first. And then we'll get things going. So, we can start off by copying this like this. All the way through that one there. Now then, we're going to need probably very little room on this side of the station. Probably like there is okay, I think. Unless we want fast unloading. I don't think we actually need fast unloading for the building train. I think this is fine. All right, let's do this. Copy the whole unloading thingy majingy. Oh no! It's actually on the wrong side. That's not ideal. Shoot. Okay, so I think what we're gonna need to do is just delete this and put it further on. Because apparently it won't let us do this. Let's do that again. If we put it... So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 squares between just for that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we have it here, does that work? I think it works if we put it there. I think that's slightly further on. And we'll go back to the pasty thingy-majingy and up one, and it works better. Now, you might be wondering, why don't I just put it on the other side? Yes, that is a possibility, but when you have the undergroundies going away from this thing, they almost will never pick up fuel until the whole line is saturated. So keep that in mind. Okay, so we're going to have to start this thing here. We're going to make this completely robot-based. I don't know how many cars we have on our building train. I guess we should look. We have 1, 2, whoopsies. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that is just fine. Here we have engine 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Okay, so what we want to have here is generic storage for stuff, which we're going to put into this soon. But not right now. Not right now at all. And we'll just have it take everything they don't need. Okay, let's have this one there. Good, good. And then that's fine if we have it there. Life is better. There we go. And again, organizing this way. Good, good. Okay, and I think this is going to be the extent here, unless we need to make more drop-off stations for iron and copper. Let's change this one here. Now, somebody asked me what this was for. Just to reiterate on that, it is for dropping off the correct product. So for example, if you go a little bit wild with your trains and park here, or park in a place that didn't have filters, it would start unloading your building train or whatever train you were driving, and therefore put all kinds of junk into the chests and onto the belts. So we don't want to have that happening. This is a nice sort of safety precaution for all this, and doing the constant combinator thing makes it really easy to work out. So then, let's see. We're building our building train. We want to get the combinator thing from another station. So let's see. We can also do this whole thing with the RoboPort as well. But I'm wondering if we should do a little bit more extensive kind of a thing for that. We might well do on that one. Okay, I want to copy this setup as it is for now, and then get these where they need to be-ish. I'm right now wishing for Nexila's Dolly mod. That would be nice. Okay, first of all, let me just delete this. And paste this one again. Wait, let's see where we have the robots in the train. Are they both in here? Yes. Okay, so they are in car 3. So let's get this in car 3. Whoopsies. This is car 1, 2, and 3. Is this one 4, 5? Okay, that's fine. Paste this thingy-majingy down. There we go. And we want the first one right there. Yes. Now then, I think I need to move these things a little bit over. Okay, let's just, yeah, do this a little bit more reasonably, shall we? Let's go and turn off alt mode. One of the very few times that I ever do this. Let's just check this station. Okay, so the combinator is at the dividing point between cars. I'm going to put a marker pole for this. And what we have seen here basically is the it's like the wall station, except we're going to expand this thing. And if you haven't seen the wall station episode, I highly recommend you do it. But because basically what we have here is we have a filter inserter whose filters are being set by what we're requesting at the constant combinator. So if we look at the constant combinator, we're saying, okay, we're getting 50 walls, 1 RoboPort, 25 laser turrets, and this is how much we want to have in storage to repair this stuff. Now keep in mind, this is a wall repair station. We're going to set this up differently for the building train, but this is what we want. So what happens is it looks in this chest to see what's in the chest. It multiplies those things from the chest with the yellow each sign, multiplies by -1, and then it outputs, that is the new each, which is item times -1. So it'll give you a negative number. So if we have, for example, we're looking for 1 RoboPort. Okay, if we have, wait, what's on the filter? Okay, so you see the RoboPorts on the filter. Those go by item ID, by the way, not by this, the way they are set up in here. So it's looking for 1 RoboPort. The filter and setter set filters to whatever we need from the constant combinator, which is attached to this thing. They're all attached together. So if we put 1 RoboPort in here, for example, or 8, then this is going to send, you see the input signal there, and then this one is adding that to there, and this should actually turn it off, but it isn't because we don't have power. Very good example there. It's fine, it's fine. So this one should no longer have this on here if we power all of this stuff. Aha. Yes, there you can see. There you can see the RoboPort has gone off as a better example. Let's see. Do we have 50 Logibots on us? We have 50 constructor bots. Our constructors, yeah, it's also requesting constructors. So if we put 50 constructor bots in here, then it's going on and off because they're being loaded into this thing, which is kind of funny. So yeah, but basically this one also is hooked into here to look at total logistics bots and total construction bots. And so that one is also being fed into here as, hey, we have this many in the RoboPort, and so we're requesting those through the constant combinator. If I said I wanted 100, then that would pop back up. You saw the symbol pop back up right there, and so it wants those as well. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to leave construction bots at 50. We really don't need any more than that for an outpost. But these guys, we're going to make something like 3,000 of them. But we're not going to do that right now because what we want to do is actually delete this entire thing and get stuff sort of maximized. We want to maximize all the things. I want to move this combinator as well. So we're going to take that off for now. And okay, thank you very much. Let's put it this way so that it fits between stuff. This is kind of a tough one because it's right next to this thing. But what I could do is just place it here so it covers the entire thing instead of between. Though, no, actually that's not good either because there. Okay, we need to have the provider chests being here. Now we are going to use provider chests because I don't want these things filling up with random junk. We're going to have the storage chests over here so that our train can unload random junk, or random junk can be unloaded from us or from too much construction, and they can be sent back to the base. So we're going to get this one and then make a whole bunch of those thingy-majingies. We also apparently need more filter inserters. Let's go to our train. I think they are actually on the train. And as soon as this is set up, we'll be able to go right through. Before I set this up even further, I need to remember to copy the constant combinators from the base that we set up in an earlier episode. As to the building train contents, where are they? I know we have them. There they are. Okay, so I'll leave that for now. And we should be on our way. There we go. Long way to walk. Go wait, go wait. Yay. Okay. Putting those down. Okay, so let's delete this here. We're going to delete the constant combinator. And we're going to get several of these decider. Are they decider? No, that's an arithmetic. Okay. It's just, we need 5 of them because we have 5 things. Great. And 5 constant combinators. We have 43 of those. We're pretty good, in pretty good nick with those. And I guess what we'll do with this is just place these this way instead. These poles. I've never done this before this way, but I guess it works. Okay, go away. This thing. here. That one goes here. Okay, very nice. And then these guys can be powered that way. And that is a viable working thing now. Let's just go ahead and connect these together. Okay, and then we need to connect. Okay, so all of these we need to do set filter. Okay, so copy paste. So they're all going to set filter based on the thingy, based on the circuit condition. Let's go ahead and get some more wire being made. So I'm going to connect these guys together as well. Okay, I'm going to take out this thing. All right, so these guys are going to connect to the input end here. Okay, and we're going to connect the output end to a constant combinator, which we don't have yet. Okay, let's go and get the constant combinators because they are waiting very patiently over here for us. We're going to copy them. Okay, these are going to go this way. That's number 3. Okay, and there's a reason that I aligned them as I did. As you see, they fit very nicely here. Boom. Okay. So then, now this is going to be a hard thing with this thing. What else is in this? So what I've done here, if you missed that episode, is that each, you know what, I'm going to have the building train go and, oopsies. Let's just do it the easy way instead of the hard way. Go to base building and say, I don't know, empty cargo. That will never happen, so it's going to wait there. But I want to show you how we set that up, how we determined what is in this constant combinator, for example. So let us also go and get the output. Do not connect these things together. We want the output connected to here and the constant combinator connected to these guys. Oh, wow, that was cool. See them all light up like that. That was really neat. Now, this one is a separate combinator, so you can ignore that for this bank of stuff. So I'm trying to figure out... I guess there's a couple of things we could do. We could do this. Because this area might be a special one. I'm not quite sure how I want to do this particular car. Let's see, is it back at the station? Yeah, okay, so... Oh no, you're supposed to stay. What are you doing? Oh, it was ore. Oh, geez, okay. It's fine. Anyway, whatever was in each car, that's what was going to go into these combinators. So you'll see what it has signals of and then what is actually being loaded into the car here. And it's basically things that we would need. Like we would never need railroad tracks for a base. Or like an outpost, because we would just carry those with us. So things like more like belts and inserters and assemblers, furnaces, that kind of thing. So those are representative of what is being loaded onto each car of the train. Now, the reason we separate it by car is, for one thing, constant combinators only hold 15 instructions. And there's a lot more than 15 items you need. As we can see, this one has fully 10 on its own. So that's 10, 23, 27, 37, no, not 37, 27 and 32. And then more. You're not going to use all of them. On every station, but there's a lot of stuff. So anyway, for maximum, you know, efficiency, we can do it this way. You could also do a second line of these on the other side of the car as well. If you really want to min-max this and say, okay, we're going to unload as fast as possible, so we leave the train to go off. You can do that as well, unloading on the other side. But I think one side is pretty much sufficient for this. I don't really think we need another one. So anyway, this should work. We need to choose the signals, of course, for this guy. Actually, we don't need to choose them. We can just copy them from here. Copy and paste. Okay, and so it's copied each times -1, output each. And then for, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these things. Now this guy is special. We're going to ignore this for now. And we're just going to copy this whole thing down to the next area. Whoops. You know what? We're going to do it this way. We're going to copy it on top. This one is going to be copied over, but we're just going to recopy the other thing over the top of that. So it will be fine. But I just want to get all the signals in so we don't have to redo that stuff. So anyway, here we have our things working well. Let's go back. Is it in the history here? It might be. Yes, it is. Which one is number 1? I think it's the one with the... Yeah. So number 1, if you were wondering, is it this way or is it this way? The way I can tell is I have the railroad tracks and stuff in number 1 because when you're building rails from the train itself, so we're just going to copy this over. There we go. Paste. Did it paste it for us? No! Why did it not paste it? Oh no. Really thing. Seriously. Let me try shift clicking it. I wonder if that will rotate. Oh, I pressed control. That's why I pressed control, not shift. Okay, so that makes a difference, obviously. But yeah, if you're sitting in the front of the locomotive and you're letting your bots place the tracks or you're placing them yourself, it's always handy to have the railroad tracks in the next car from the engine so you can just take it out. Otherwise, you can't really reach to the other cars. So, okay, everything is here. Now what we need to do is adjust for this particular, well, before we get to that, let's do the template. So we're going to make the template right now. And we're going to set it to this station in a second. But this one is a special one because this one is checking how many bots we have in the system. And this is going to supply for the entire area. Now, since most of our most of our outposts are going to be probably powered by bots, this is probably going to be an anomaly just because I love belts. We're just going to make sure that we have this correct. So what we can do with this is we want to have probably the max amount of loading we can from this. We need it to check the system. Now the system is going to be headed off with this roboport. So we're going to connect this thing to the arithmetic combinator. Okay. Now this thing, we need it to set to read robot statistics, and I hope I can copy it from this one where I have changed the default symbols for these things. What I'm looking at is total logistics bots, and then total construction bots with this. So, I mean, we could set it to the other thing where we want, you know, if total is less than whatever, then add more. But this is kind of set it and forget it. And we should be able to survive on a certain amount of bots, say like something like 3,000 logistics bots. Construction bots, we're never going to want more than 50. I don't care if they have to wait 5 seconds to put an item down. If there's a lot when the train unloads, of course there's going to be a lot, but they're going to have a lot of downtime if we put 1,000 construction bots. That's just silly. So we want to have those set at reasonable numbers, but we do need to check how much is in the roboport. So that's what this is doing. It's feeding the data back into the combinator, which is going back or going into the arithmetic combinator, going into the constant combinator, and then telling these guys whether to grab more roboports or robots out of the train. So to facilitate max unloading here, what I'm going to have to do though is get more of these guys and take away these. Now this is going to impact us a little bit on throughput with this, but unfortunately it's not something that we can really help. And that is because these, you know, it potentially these inserters would unload into these boxes and they would never ever get into the roboport. I mean, maybe I could have one here and unloading here and unloading there, but that's a bit silly. I don't think we really need it that much. So we can rely on 4 of these. And yeah, the mining drills are kind of like high volume items, but I think it should be okay. I really think it's going to be fine. If anything, we could put something lower volume in this car next time we do a building train. But I think this is going to suffice really well for us. So this is going to be our building train template. Now here we want to put down storage boxes. And I guess we could probably just do like, I don't think we need this many. I think 2 is enough. For any stuff that gets trashed, either from logistics trash slots, because every time we walk through here, we're going to be trashing all of this junk from construction and that kind of thing. So important to have that going. Otherwise, the bots will take it from our inventory, but they'll hang in the air until they have a place to put it. That's why I use very specifically, use passive provider chests here. That makes sure that the bots cannot clutter these with junk stuff. Like, imagine if these were full of rocks and we couldn't unload anything. So anyway, that is how that works. And I think, wow, are we ready to do a template? That's significant, exciting, yay. So we'll just do that then. Let's get a blueprint, a real blueprint. And we're going to copy this whole thing. I guess we'll call it, we'll do this. And we're going to call this building or station building train. Okay, great. I'll label it like I like to. We're just going to call this B, I think. Building train outpost. Indicating an unloading situation instead of the base station. So let's get rid of this thing. Anything else we need to clean up? We don't have the signal at the end, but I think that's all right. Okay, and we're good. Put it in our here, and then put it in the library as well. So in case we want to come back to that, let's just find that again. Did it not save the thing? Of course it didn't. No, of course it didn't save the name. Building, or no, station. Building train outpost. Press enter. I always forget to press enter there. I don't know why, but I do. Right, so station, put it under our rails. Blueprint book. There we go. Boom. And that's how you make one of those. Okay, so now it comes to the part about what do we need here. Do we need this stuff? Probably not. Let's take off the train stuff, the signals. Oh, we did actually fill this combinator with this stuff. Oh, that's right. No. So what I did, I was sneakier than I thought. Oh no. Apparently I was actually sneaky and I didn't realize it. All right, let's paste that back again. One of the things that you can do, which I hadn't thought of before, which is why I just forgot now. Let's paste that back again. Okay, what I did is I actually left this here, but I just turned down the amounts to 0. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn them down to 0. Repair packs, probably don't need those. Lights, we might. Chests, maybe. Okay, let's leave that there for now. So it's only going to want those couple of things. Let's look at belts. Yeah, get 200 belts, get all this stuff. I think that looks really good at the moment. Robots. We want to have, yeah, 50 construction. That's fine. We want to have 3,000 of these. So the train should keep going back and forth until it's done going. We don't need any active providers here, I don't think. Actually, I'm not sure if we do or not. Let's just add some in case we need them. Passive providers and active providers, we're going to get into that with the green circuit construction. Filter inserters, I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, wait. It's on the wrong thingy. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Miners, I don't think we need those at all. But we are going to need furnaces and beacons because those are still not finished. Great. Okay, and then this stuff, probably we could just delete this entire combinator here because we really don't need any of this. I could just delete all these symbols here so that we never would get anything from there because we just don't need it. And then these guys, I mean, you could do that. You could either completely delete them, or you can set them to 0 if you want to. So let's go ahead and go here. We're going to just delete this entire thing and save the chests. And then we'll leave these. Of course, these have to be in the position of the number 5 car. And so that's going to get it going. Okay, so let's see if we can get the building train to come here. Now, there is a way, is if we can connect all of the combinators together and say, let's get green wire for this. There we go. Connect this one to this one to that one. And I forgot to do this on the main blueprint, but maybe I will later. But anyway, connect them here. And let me just make sure that this is going to work, that the logic works here. With this, let's unconnect. And the way you disconnect them is click on one end and then on the other, and it disappears. So we're going to put the power pole in the middle here. And this tells us what it's asking for. It's asking for a lot of stuff right now. That's my Eleonora, if you hear her. I will hopefully figure out what she wants. But anyway, we're going to set this to enable disable, not send to train. We need to, if, I forget if it's if anything or if everything. If any of it, it will be true. Okay, if anything is greater than 0, then it will disable. Or no. Hold on. Logic, hello? Enabled condition. Yes, if it wants at least one of something, the train station will go on. So if I disconnect this from here with the green wire. Hello, green wire, where are you? There you are. So it's still getting a connection, but it's like, no, we don't want anything. So we're now blinking red. We're now closed. The station is closed. You can see it here on the map. Press M for goddess mode. Green circuits, fuel. This is not green circuits, fuel. We have to change the name of that. But yeah, it's not wanting anything. So therefore, it's going to close the station. That means that the building train will no longer visit the station. And that's useful for when you have the building train going to all kinds of places and you are just keeping on delivering, but it's like, okay, I'm done. You know, we don't need any more stuff here. Take it out of your journey list. But now you can see there's stuff it wants. So yes, green light. So in that case, we're going to set up our train to come here. All right. So base building train, we're going to take off the temporary station and we're going to add a proper station, which is going to be this one, which is not that one. No, change the name. We're going to call this green circuits building. Okay. Did we make the building train a particular color? I forgot. It's not a particular color. Okay, train. What color you want to be? I think we should make the car, or make the thing a particular... Oh, we can't change it. No! All right, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Green circuits building. We're going to have you have inactivity of 5 seconds. This one is also inactivity of 5 seconds. There we go. So it's going to go. It's going right now. Great. Okay, this one is collecting stuff. And it should arrive very shortly. Mining productivity 5 is finished. Hooray. Do we want more of that or more worker robot speed? Yeah, I know which one we want. Well, I know which one we want. Okay, so this should... Oh, it must be path okay because it said it's coming. So we should see it on the map soon. Oh no, we need to hook up this stuff. There's the building train. It's coming down the line. Here it goes. And now we just need to connect some stuff up together. Oh, this is great. Oh, look at this. It's unloading all the things. The bots are taking junk from my inventory, loading the train again. Oh, this is great. All those inserters. Oh, look at them. Look at them go. Oh, that's great. That's so good. Oh, and the Logibots are coming as well. I should probably stop the train so that we can change the color. Hello? Oh, this is the color thing. Oh, geez. Okay, sorry. I thought it was not the right spot. We can make it maybe more purpley. Oh, purple building train is gorgeous. Okay, 93 to 55. Let's just copy this to the station colors as well. Let's just do that a little bit differently over here. 93. 255 on the green, or on the blue. Yep. So that makes this station also purple. Beautiful. Okay, it's working. Go back, go into automatic mode. All right, so we are getting an inactivity because we delivered stuff and there's nothing left to deliver. So what we need to do though now is connect all of these areas up so that they can start building stuff, because that's why they weren't leaving their perches. Bots were not. Oh, and then more are flying off. Good, good. And then we will connect over here, because we need to get some of this going. They are actually bringing me stuff. I'm kind of glad, because I've run out of some power poles as well. Okay, we need to also probably connect up here this way. There, yes, okay, great. Okay, now I just need to connect this up to some power. Let's go ahead and do that. So at least they can build stuff. Okay, so that's disconnected from the mining, which is just fine with me, because I really want to get the belts going on, transporting this elsewhere. But now we should have these bots building some stuff. Did we... How much stuff do we have in the network here? We have 36 furnaces. Why are they not building this stuff? I'm now confused. We have no construction bots. That's why. Okay, apparently I took out all the construction bots for some reason. Okay, hold on, building train. Wait, wait, wait. Stop. Manual. Oh, so this is a problem. Okay, so this is a big problem sometimes, where you can't get a bot in edgewise. This is, yeah, that's an issue sometimes, where you'll have way too many construction bots get in first. I wonder if I can mitigate that somewhat by... the way, you know what, the way I used to do that was, okay, maybe we need to do that again, is have this thing with, these only take, oh no, but we can't really do that, because these chests would fill up with other stuff. What we could do is something a little bit sneaky, like this, maybe? Taking only construction bots. This is just hacked at the moment together, but okay, so there we go. And then we need to connect this guy also up here and copy the conditions. There we go. So in this way, at least it'll let some construction bots in here. I think that'll work. I think that's just fine. It's not a lot. Right now, how many do we have? 62. So we actually have more than we want. But it is allowing for construction. Yay. Okay, so I think we achieved our goal for this episode. Anyway, it's looking pretty good and we're getting stuff made. Hooray! So anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.